Hey, so I want to demonstrate our JD Edwards digital workforce solution that Fusion 5 have put together and some of the latest features. I'll be demonstrating in pretty simple context, so I'll be using the address book, but what you see here is what customers can create is their own series of experts and expert tiles, and then it's completely configurable once they've created a tile, what quick actions you put down the left hand side. What we find is this dichotomy between actions in terms of predefined prompts, because you'll see I'll hit the key data files. What that does is just generate a prompt, and that's really handy for end users to see, well, they can quickly perform some tasks down the left hand side, and once again these are all configurable, but they're learning that essentially everything's done with a conversation and everything's done with typing, and so they're able to perform these tasks really easily. You can see that I just did that using the Sonnet model. We're able to choose between High-Cal Sonnet and Opus at the moment for these demonstration purposes. I might just bring it back to the quicker model here, and I'll start to interact with the JD Edwards data and then the JD Edwards functionality. So first of all, let's do some data queries. So tell me how many records exist in the address book. So it's easy for me to have a chat with my agent here. This is my expert agent. It's been trained on all the documentation that JD Edwards has available to it that's been vectorized, and so it's able to use its book smarts from all of the guides, but it has street smart, so it's able to call orchestrations and it's able to call all AIS features and functions. So that includes business functions, it includes app stack, and it also includes data queries. And you can see there I've done a simple data query of the address book. Notice how I haven't said FO101, I've just said the address book. And what AI is able to do is form an exact AIS query, and this actually runs against our AIS server as an exact AIS query, and we're logged in as my long username, so we're SSO'd in here from an Entra Microsoft point of view, but I'm logged in as SM 4 zeros and a 1 into the F5 Play JD Edwards instance. So we respect the complete security model that's put in place. Anyway, let's do a more advanced query here against the address book. Can you summarize the address book table by address book type, aggregating the count of each type and display in a horizontal bar chart? And so just quickly, we've said, hey, we want to do an aggregated query or a group by query over the top of the FO101, or which I've called the address book, and then I've asked it to say, can you summarize the data in the address book? And you can see quite clearly it's created a fairly neat chart of that response, and also it's given me the summary of that data. So it's able to form the exact aggregate queries to JD Edwards, execute those queries, and bring that data back to me here in this interface. And we have charting capabilities, of course, and then we can choose to interact with these functions with more context setting here, so we get to upload any documents that may help us with our context.